that point of 871, and we fell fast to it, bounced, and then climbed back out of it. So that was first thing when I looked. You were, I think it was you who said, it's pulling back. If it doesn't go, it's gonna. But then I see, okay, well, it's falling fast, but it hasn't lost what it hasn't lost anything that's keeping it up. Whatever it had to do to get up. So like realistically, we could have traveled even farther down and maybe gone to 868 and still been okay, right? Possibly. As long as it wicked and then pulled itself up back up of cost basis. But it was this 5 minute box right here that I was looking at. Not to mention you had a beautiful little pre-market box to go and grab. You held the floor on that. That's what you exploded off of, or pre-market high break.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. Like watching it, seeing like the levels like being retested all at one time and like seeing the reaction, like that was
Mm-hmm.
really nice for me. I was on the 1 minute, like watching the
Oof.
reaction of the candle. Just
Yeah.
just watching the strength of the level, and you can see where buyers don't want it and where sellers don't want it. You can just see it.
Yeah, you literally can't. That was what I was showing you guys on iBit just a little while ago. Is that, and it's still actually happening at literally right now. That what you so look at this. I walked away. The system still does what it's supposed to do. Floor, right? When you bounce and you climb out of the prison, the jail cell that sellers have put you in off of cost basis, which is where you stored your volume when you built the box in the first place. So you come down. We saw that candle move, and we can actually go to the 3 minute to see this, right? You see the candle try to bounce, fails, and I believe it was actually on the 1 minute. You're watching a punchback happen right now. Yeah, it was on the 1 minute that it kept tapping, right? So when it broke down, it went back up to tap that same sell level, letting you know the price doesn't have what it takes to keep to bounce here. So it needs to find more volume, so it drops down lower. Obviously, we see on the 5 minute, that's the box. When it bounces, that 5 minute candle closes outside of what held you down from the empty space that you created on the way here. So it's an imbalance, right? You have to go and fill that. So price moves back up since they can't hold, and it's like ping pong. It's like probably not the greatest example, but you pop up, retest the floor, and this is where you're finding out whether you have enough buyers or not. So yeah, it's the more time we take to really pay attention, and the reason that people will be like, yo, you're so I don't ever want people to get discouraged by the fact that I'm able to identify this stuff so quickly. It's like this is something that you're going to be able to do as well, but it is repetition. It is paying attention. It was losing money and then realizing, hey, I don't know. And so until I do know, I'm going to pull that money out when I do get it, and I'm going to try to rinse and repeat. Same setup, same thing. And I mean, obviously the path isn't always as straight as we plan it to be, but that's the beautiful thing about this system is, you can, if you are abiding by some form of good risk, you're not going to just blow your account because one play doesn't work out. You know, there's a lot of plays that I would take for earnings that I would put less than $150 in and still end up walking away. I can remember, I think it was a meta earnings play down, and I think I put maybe like $200 into it or something like that. Walked away with like $2,800. Crazy. Oh, this crazy
No,
song
I
is
think
playing
the
right
the
now.
most
Go ahead.
the most beautiful thing about this strategy is that you could learn so much without even touching the market. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to put your hands on it, and you can like by watching people just watching the live stream, like you can just learn so much about how the market reacts to
Mm-hmm.
this like and how your strategy works without even touching, not even using your own capital.
Right. Yeah. And that right there is something, when new people show up and they ask me, because I get the question a lot, how do I start? And I'm like, the count that they want when they say that they want to start making money. You know what I mean? Or they want to learn, and the second question I get is how long will it take for me to learn this? And usually right there I'm like, ugh, you know what I mean? You're gonna have a long journey because there's not gonna be much that I can say that's gonna stop you from trying to make your journey happen faster without having the experience. And it's the experience that and repetition that allows for you to or even just watching me or you guys, you know, like to walk through these things. So it's like when you first start, it's really sitting back and like, you know, regardless of what your emotions are, what is this system? You know what I mean? Like you're going to be confused. You're not going to know what some words mean, and that's okay. Um, actually saw this. It might not be totally related, but I saw this really good video yesterday. I think I actually saved it. I believe I did. And it's a lot of people get discouraged because of the effort, right? And so they focus more on the effort than the outcome. And so that it feels like it's way more daunting. And so it actually drives them to start trading sooner than they should. Because it's like, well, I got to do all this shit. You know, I got to, dude, you would have to do any shit. If you want to do anything, you want to start your own business, you want to do anything great, you're going to have to do something in order to achieve that. Um, but you know, basically what he was saying is like, you know, if you first start, you know, or you're scared to start something because you're and that leads to you coping or going and, you know, looking for some quick dopamine. But if it's the effort that scares you, you know, you're going to have anxiety. It's the outcome that you need to be focused on, but that makes the work in between lighter because you're focused on the outcome, and not necessarily the fact that you're going to have to watch, you're going to have to chart, you're going to have to watch those charts play out. You're going to have to start with small capital so that way that you can feel you need to do a status check on your own mental, right? Because you're going to find out. Some people don't even know, and they find out real quick whenever they start trading what they really got going on, you know, impulsivity, whatever it may be. Wait. My fault is not valuing money by not setting stop losses and letting contracts go worthless. Uh,
Hi, baby girl.
oh, that was weird. It got disconnected,
Everything's
reconnected.
okay, I
I have the
promise.
biggest regret paying for this course before. I have the biggest regret paying for this course before finding this channel. Your live stream is worth more than whatever course they sold. I mean, I get it, man. There's some people in here who will tell you. I think a lot of people in here have paid for courses before they showed up here. Um, I know that they some of those courses cost a lot of money. So, all right, ACHR, what do you need? What do you need to do? What did you hit? You hit the top. It was those wicks, wasn't it? Now you're falling fast, so that's not the bad. Okay, so 50% of the wick. Okay, so this is your pre-market highs. You did just fall underneath that, but we're focused on the most recent price action here. Cinch right there should be where the majority of the volume is at. So if we start breaking through those levels, now I like that we're falling fast, but obviously too much can be too much. Floors, yeah, so it is going to be right there. I'm on the money with my level. So here, look at IBIT building the volume it needs to finish its journey. Do you see this? All on the lower time frames. I bet you we could go and look at that. Oh, disgusting. Courses, should I pay 20K to go to online trading academy? Damn, I just had to fucking pick my jaw up off the floor. Good God. I mean, I know ones that go for more than that, but I gotta check this shit out.
Hey Potter, not to like I got your I got the Potter box at $250. Remember when it was at that price?
Yeah, that was when I first did it.
Dude, that was crazy. Like I came back a year later, like a year and a half later, and I seen it was $850. I was like, God damn, that was like the best investment of my life. Like I don't
Well,
like I
what I
think
had figured out is that people would join, but then they didn't have any time in the Discord, so it was kind of like a loose end. Nobody was able to like actually ask me questions after that live class happened. And so but I also felt like I don't know if you could tell, but I could. Listening back to my videos, that was the first time I had ever done anything like that. So I was mad nervous and I felt mad underprepared. So when I did it the second time, I just spent the second and third time I spent as much time as was required to get through each section, which is why it went up in price. And I included 6 months in the Discord, which by itself is worth that. So I figured, is it? I thought it was fucking.
it's pretty close. Back in the day, I think I got a month. It was either a month or 3 months in the Discord. And
Hmm.
then, like you
Yeah,
said,
it's a
it
month.
was a little bit, you could kind of tell that it was a little bit less organized. But now when I came back, and that
Oh
was like
yeah,
part of my motivation, I came back and it was all nicely organized. It's like, oh shit, like I'm ready for this shit now, you know? And
yeah,
that's.
yep, yeah, 100%, dude. I felt the last one that I did. I felt like I mean, the week after that, dude, I was cooked. Like, bro, I felt like I was mentally fried. But I felt like I put everything into that workshop, and dude, it that year alone, last year we had more people cross the threshold, more people make like I mean, we had people make like serious cash last year. I mean, just Ruben fucking bought his whole family or something like that, or paid his dad's mortgage off. Those are two different very different things, but yeah. What the fuck? But yeah, it was cool to see how that effort translated into, because that's why I felt like I shouldn't or couldn't place a high price tag on something that I didn't really feel that great about. Like I didn't feel bad about it. I knew it had everything in it, but I just felt like I presented it like a dork.
Nah, but it was like your first time really teaching, man. Like, how
Yeah.
much can you blame yourself? You know, those nerves, like, they really get to you. You could
Oh
tell,
man.
like, in the videos,
Oh yeah.
you
My
were like
voice is
talking a
shaking.
lot. Yeah,
My voice is shaking.
yeah, your voice was shaking, like, you could tell.
Yeah.
But you've done a good job, man. I can't lie.
I appreciate that a lot, dude. It means a lot. Dang, bro, you're gonna get that StubHub break today, baby. That might be a more interesting play than I gave you credit for. Look at ACHR, guys. Is everybody watching this right now? So this is how we can, it's still above our average. Got a really big pullback. It's scary, but let's see how this plays out, right? Because now that we have the analysis that we placed is confirmed. Listen, even I feel a little nervous sometimes. But I think one of the biggest growing points of my life was realizing I'm not what I feel. You know what I mean? Or what I feel doesn't make it real. And it's like it's expected, right? Big candles selling fast, like that shit gets a little makes my heart race a little bit. But I lean on these things, on structure, on try like as soon as I start to see those big pullbacks, I rush to go make sure that my levels underneath me are perfect. You'll actually watch me do that if you guys pay attention. I'll go and like adjust things, or I just did that right here. What I did is I went and tried to go and find the floor that all of these boxes when we first broke out held. So I went and found that so that way I could make sure that, yeah, all right, my fucking levels are correct. iBit does not have the volume to get it done right there.
You know, and I also think something about this strategy is like you can learn so much more that's like that's outside of the workshop. Like there's stuff like I'm what a higher time frame candle kind of makes up, like how many boxes it makes up. Like you when you start to learn that kind of stuff, like all the light bulbs
Hmm.
start to click and it's amazing. It's just like holy shit, like a 1 minute candle or 5 minute candle is made up of a box, a punchback. That's why that thing exploded, you know? Like
Yeah.
it's just wild.
The
It's no longer, oh wow, this stock has just exploded. It tells a story, like you've always said. It likes to tell a story. The stock tells its own story.
That's right. That is 100% correct. That's why I think I've become like a hermit in my own strategy where it's like I don't really want to hear about what else works because and it's not like a rejecting that there's other things that don't, but it's like, man, what else could I like when I if I'm doing this all without indicators, if I'm able to see why something like or even news, like that's one of my favorite things is we'll take a trade and like news will come out and it's like, damn, bro, I'm fucking you know, I'm I don't need that. I think it was earnings that started that whole thing for me. Is I was like, yo, this looks like a good play regardless. Like empty space, you know, it's been consolidated forever and it ended up playing out and I'm like, yo, earnings is locked in, dude. Like earnings, and then it happened on Meta. I took a short on Meta once and I was like, yo, this thing looks like it. I literally said it to Manny. I was like, dude, this thing looks like it's about to have news. Like it's everything else is moving fluidly. Meta is just like in this insane immediately. I think within 5 minutes news came out. Um so it's yeah, it's cool. ANET 131 approaching. Should be a band channel for the yeah. Should we create a graveyard, a simple stacks graveyard where we can go and visit, put headstones in there with everybody who's been banned. No stop loss Steve.
Diddy.
Did people who are about to get banned, they're gonna have to we'll make them make their own gravestone.
Who's getting banned? What am I doing?
Nothing. Nothing yet.
We're banning Diddy.
Yeah, we're
No,
getting
I
back.
can't do that.
What
Sorry.
happened?
That's one thing I can't do. I can't ban Diddy.
Thank you.
I got you, bro.
Maybe a little ban.
I can do a little timeout. Is that all right?
Oh
There you go.
hell.
He said, ah,
Tie
hell
him
no.
up. Lock him up.
He said
Ah,
lock
him
him up.
up.
Plug them up.
That just fucking dogs driving me fucking crazy, dude.
I'm not doing any more animals, man.
Bro,
I
I'm potty
can't do it,
training,
bro.
dude. Oh my god, dude. Fuck. Fuck me.
I feed the stray cats outside, and I'll just keep doing that. I'll just keep feeding strays and getting a fix or something like that. But
Yeah. And she
Hey
fucking
Potter, sorry. Can you take a look at PMW? PanW?
yeah, for sure.
oh Chad's baby.
Chad's little baby. You know, one thing I appreciate about this Discord, nobody makes fun of my music like Peyton does. Just
Yeah, we just make
kidding.
fun of everything else.
Yeah, everything else. Yo,
Yeah.
AO walked in my office and saw that Archer photo with me
With the big booty?
with the big booty dude, and
Oh
he
yeah.
was on his like knees, bro, crying, laughing. He was like, "Why do they do that to you?" I was like, "Because I help them make money." I don't know, bro. A lot.
It's a lot of people's profile pictures in the Discord too.
Yeah.
Ivy's on the
Um.
hunt.
Is she? Oh shit. Oh damn.
Looks like Pan W. Hmm, it's a bit of a tougher chart. Yo, that StubHub break, man, was pretty when you spoke about it. It's pretty good. All right, Archer. Hang on
I
to that
thought it was
floor.
going to pull back. That's what I was thinking, but it didn't. I was waiting for a pullback.
Dude, you're on the 30-second potter. Holy shit.
Yeah, I am on the 32nd, man. I gotta get this. I gotta watch it. I see all this empty space up here. I'm looking for it to build its own setup, which it has. I don't get scared, man. I get busy. I get to chart. ACH, excuse me, I see a target overhead of 200. I mean, that's the most straightforward target. From here to there, there's not any structure in front of you, so I feel good about that. Yeah, there's actually empty space there as well. So that would be my first inclination, is to look for that floor as a target at 200. So
Thank you.
trying to recoup what I lost before joining. I will say this, man. My best advice is if you can just accept that for what it is and start your journey as if, like you're not recouping. If you just focus on the outcome, like you're getting good at it's going to happen naturally. But it can be a deterrent sometimes, or yeah. Should I call them? Site takes too long. I quit. Damn, ANET. Yeah, 150% on ANET.
Hi Potter. What do you think about Elf right now?
Elf. Let's take a look. I feel, oh, damn. Right when you said that, I just saw a fucking candle explode. Elf loves me. I love it. I mean, obviously, I've got a ridiculous amount of equity in this one. It's actually one of my biggest purchases ever. But I'm looking towards the top of this resistance. I want to, now the fact that it hasn't lost anything shows me strength. But with all of its empty space up above it, that's the target right now is 95. For a continuation outside of this box, and on the lower time frames, if you go here to the hourly, you'll see what we're fighting against, right? We're trying to go for this floor here. And so if that floor is recovered, it'll be right at that 9150, 91 area that we'll see a little bit of tension. There we go. All right. So hopefully you're just watching that on ACHR. I left that up for a
I love
reason.
it.
Did you see that shit? I don't even have to
Dude,
say.
I
Look at,
watched the whole thing.
look at that.
Dude, I got goosebumps. Literally
Look
goosebumps
at that
on the back
shit,
of
my
my
friend.
neck.
Now watch it stop.
Dude,
Watch it stop right here. It already did. That's your imbalance. That's your 50% mark.
bro, oh my gosh. You just can't make it up. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, dude.
You have to watch it yourself.
I love
You have
I
to
love
watch-
I love proving the point doing this because it's real. You know what I mean? The more you watch that, the better you get at identifying it, the more that day trading becomes a possibility.
You want it to bounce off that 50% mark.
I mean, you want it to respond and maybe even do what it just did or retest even where you broke out of. On a time frame like this, all of these things are really possible, But yeah, we'll see what it does. But that was a by definition, punchback with 3 touches of cost basis, right? Well, 2, I guess, if you will. And then it came down, retested again, built up, and then as soon as it got a candle close definitively above cost basis, what did it do? The order. Now, why? Because the volume is saved, is stored here. So if you bust that safe open, the money comes pouring out. Hello. You know you can open my door. Like, you have to slip in here. Secret agent. Even though you're wearing your threat level midnight shirt. What's up? Clorox wipes? They're definitely not in here. My office is a wreck. Damn, Pearl. Get out of here, Anakin. Oh, God. He was just swatting at my shoes like there's some sort of animal. Ah. Don't go. No, ma'am. Dude, every animal, Peyton opened my door and almost every animal just, I'm like Ace Ventura. Every single animal just busted in my office. God, it's so tough being loved. Still no candle closed above the imbalance, so we're still fighting and building. So what we could end up doing is building, yeah, fall fast. Get down there fast. No? Okay. No. Okay, CRWV, get it. All right, I got my. All right, we're getting ready to fucking skedaddle out of this one a little bit more. I want the break right now. Come on. 1, 2, 3. If you reject, then it's going to be down. That's worst case scenario. So far, we're doing it. Oh, dude, Qs are chopped up though, dude. Look at this thing. Oh my God, trading in that range right now, fry.
And if you are trading in that range, ask yourself why. Why did you get in?
What's wrong with you? Who hurt you?
Exactly. Exactly. Why do you hate yourself?
Is self-love needed more?
Self-loathing?
Self-love.
Or maybe more torture is needed until they learn.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I can't. Like, it almost brings me to tears to think like where I've come from, bro. Like, I was like the worst of the worst, touching every hot iron possible. I don't know.
Now you got well calloused hands. That was just
True
an
that.
easy metaphor. All right,
True that.
analogy. Good job on that. I know that was a paper trade, dude, but I know you're practicing, so good job on that. First week. Not you, this. Dude, Apple has a create memories captured with Peyton out and about in Savannah with an epic song. AI? Ugh. Ew. Can I peep you? Yo, peep the rejection off of the imbalance on list StubHub. It's good stuff. I would wait. I would wait. Listen, if anything, Q's does have the tension. They have the tension they need to make a move for sure. So be setting alerts, and if you're looking at the Q's.
Hey Potter, by any chance, did you have Riley?
No, I didn't. What is it? That one?
Yeah.
No, I did not. Did you?
Yeah,
Oh
dude,
god.
it
Holy
went stupid.
it did, man. Look at you. Good
I
job.
almost got in that. I got close to it.
It was like $10 a contract. No,
What
I
are
bought
they?
like 10 contracts for $10. It went to like 50.
Jesus. I love to hear it. Nice job, man. I think what makes me happy is when you guys take your own trades. All right. ACHR fast pullback. Back to the volume that it created underneath it. Let's see if it can tap it. 898. Or it just wants to tap here. It's fine. I don't care. Either one. Tripping out, man. All right, CRWB, you're a hot steaming bowl of. No, I'm just kidding. It's 1,000%. So, what am I talking about? All right, let's. Fall fast, bounce fast. I see why you're bouncing right there. It's Kansas. Ivy, somebody on this TikTok is saying the workshop link has no price on the landing page. It gives an option to pay without a price disclosure.
It's free, bro.
Oh God, dude, I hate when people do that. I used to work in retail. People would be like, oh, I guess it's free. I'm like, oh my God.
Kidding.
Let's see here. What are you looking to do to Unity? Say when. And why? Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Okay, so ACHR will pop off of 899. It'll go pop. If it can bounce, obviously. Good bounce off of that mark that I just put right there. Yeah. So I'm on the 30 seconds. So I'm like proactively charting, looking at what we're building. Like, okay, now we got a box underneath here. That's what we built underneath that cost basis. So you see how kind of quick much it requires out of me. Fuck. That's not good. He left a gap. Do I see the cues to 635? Oh, well. Hold on a second. I got 18 minutes left in that can for 5 minutes. Almost 30 seconds. Keep that up right there. Dude, it is all going to be based off of 627. If that breaks, I cannot give you anything else other than 629. If that breaks, for show. There you go, ACHR. So you are learning right now, folks, how markets move. It's a nail-biting good time.
This is like prime Potterbox learning. I feel.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
this is like prime right here. And you know what's crazy is you tell people not to day trade, but honestly watching these lower time frame stuff, it's like a hammer hitting an anvil constantly. You get to see it every single time.
I
But you
don't
can't
want people to get involved in the emotional aspect that day trading will naturally pull you into because you see how fast everything is happening. Not everybody can react. And actually, most people struggle with reacting and just, oh, nope, we're out. You know what I mean? So it's like, but to your point, watching and building an understanding of how price interacts with one another, that's essential and does lead eventually to, it's not when I think as an educator, I'm always looking at it from, I'm teaching people who don't know or who are brand new. And so when I do that, I keep that like day trading is for the later, when you've advanced, when you have capital, because I built my capital. I built something that I was able to trade and speculate on by swing trading. And so it's my belief, and that swing trade, but I know everybody's different. So I acknowledge that as well. But, it's my belief that day trading is going to pull more emotions out of you, which is going to make it tougher for you to make decisions and to just look at the market as is. And in the beginning, just like when you're a kid, your environment matters. And it determines how you grow. If you grow with a lot of trauma or a lot of, shit happening all around you and everything's happening fast, you're going to become callous to it, but you're taking the hard way. You know what I mean? And it could have lasting effects on how you trade. So I prefer to tell people, try to look at the lower or the higher time frames, because if those are true, and it's just you're watching it, everything that I'm showing you right now is just happening slower. And it's ultimately those setups I want to trade, but it's yes, watching what we're watching right now that ultimately can um, help you understand and build what you need to build in order to, thank you, um, to day trade. But yeah, I mean, well, this is good learning, top tier learning right now. Kindly send me a DM on Discord. Disregard the last. It's on the bottom. Oh, it's all the way down at the bottom of the page. Ah, got you. Yeah, yearly comes with the workshop. The 6 month is obviously comes with 6 months and the workshop, and then there's just the workshop by itself. All right, let's see what this looks like on the 5, because I have a feeling that was a wick. Yeah. 3 minute. Yeah, that was a nasty little wick right there. Yeah, I want to drink another espresso tonic, but I'm gonna be fucking too amped for some reason.
Hey Potter, on Archer, is this the place where you would like add to your position?
You could do that through this punchback, trying to make sure so that what that would allow you to do is basically, set stop losses or have empty space, so that way you're green while you're trying to make or determine whether or not this is going to punch back. So I mean, this could be, yes, a place to average down, and you can use even though this is on the 30-second 3 minute, it doesn't change the fact that over $9 we have a chance to go and fill this hourly candle back up, which is getting closer to closing. So we have the setup to close good. Overhead pressure right now is obviously stepping up. It is Archer, so I mean, we're not going to cry about it. We're just going to get out. But yeah, if we can get this punch back up, we should be good to go. We're
Well, and I'm
building,
right at my entry point, so
right, building another box now. Still come reeling through the door. Not get to you. Listen, I want it.
Hey, hey, partner.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
I was gonna ask when you got a chance, can you look at Visa to 340?
For sure. Up to 340. 340's right there. Okay, I see what you're doing here. Get rid of it all. Start over again. No. Ah, now I see you. There you go. You had a little dip. That wasn't even in the box. It looks good to 334 first. And then 337. Just look at the hourly. Okay, that's pretty loosey goosey. Yeah, I could. This looks like a decent place to look for that. Obviously, you got a couple of things in front of you need to break, but looks good. All right, ACHR, lots of pressure on the top end of this. What's
Appreciate
up?
it, man.
Yeah, no problem, bud. I like the daily setups. I got a 400% play on eBay on 112 at closed and sold today. Amazing. So, I mean, yeah, there's, yeah, there's really nothing to add to that. If you like that style of trading, that's what you need to be doing. Listen, I've got 618s and 620s.
Money, 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 money.
Oh, but losing
Gonna
622
break.
is going to
Archer's
be.
gonna break right here.
You heard it first.
Please.
Oh, now I'm suing you. No, just kidding. It's fighting. Maybe if I take a trip to the garage. No, just kidding. I like it. With ACHR, you can go right outside of the money with the cost of those contracts. Yeah.
Look at that 10-minute engulfing on the cues. That's juicy.
I'm gonna have to walk away from this shit.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
No. It is retesting the floor right now. So you got to lose the
Mhm.
floor. No grappling hooks. You need to. See, that's what I'm saying. I need to walk away.
Is he gonna do it?
No, I'm gonna say right now. I'm gonna go on a vacation for 5 minutes. Vacation. You guys know what time it is. I'm just kidding. I don't have a lot of conspiracies, but that one starting to build some. There's starting to be some evidence here, you know. To take the mind, just as you. Damn, that was one hell of a gulp of water, my brother. Sound like you gulped me. Wait, hold on, pause. All right, I'm out of here.
What?
Hold on, no,
All
no, I didn't
right.
mean it like that.
What are we
I didn't mean it like
talking
that. I didn't mean it like that. I it just
All right,
like it
bro,
sounded like
wrap
you
it up.
swallowed the chat. All right, never mind. This is
Hey,
worse.
Abby, clip that, please.
All
Thank
right,
you.
I'm out.
I'm at work.
You guys have a great day.
First the baby comment. Now this, brother. Please. We need HR.
What do you think? What do you think our babies would look like, Neil?
Hey Potter, I had a question on MongoDB. Would the target be 368 on the downside right now?
I think he took a 5-minute hiatus.
I think he stepped away, but hold
Oh
on, I
shit.
got you, man.
Okay.
What's the ticker?
MongoDB, MDB.
MD. I have a first target of 378 to the downside on the 4-hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna look right now. Thank you.
If you look left, you
Mhm.
can see the first green wick candle
Oh, okay, bet.
right over there. Yeah.
All right, thank you, man.
You see what I'm talking about? On MDB, do you see what I see?
I'm looking right now. I see 375.
You're
But
75. Okay, let me see here for you. On the 4 hour or what time
yeah,
frame?
yeah, on the 4 hour.
Okay, let's see. 375.
Are you going off the top of the green candle or the wick?
The wick. I'm going off the wick.
Yeah, I see the wick at 3. You guys were talking about 2 different places, so I think he's talking about the top of that green candle, and then you're talking about that wick.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't mean the wick. My bad.
Watch me whip. Watch me nay.
You can ask Potter again though, but yeah, I think
Oh,
What was
okay,
that?
yeah, for sure.
Wait, how'd you hear that, dude? Sound like you fucking broke up about 9 times in that. There you go, Acer. Achr? ACHR? We have this great company working out of their garage. Excuse me. I hate when USPS is like, yeah, we're going to deliver your package at 9 o'clock or tonight. And I'm like, looking at where it's at, and it's in fucking Jacksonville. Joking. Crazy. That was at 6 in the morning. Unless they fly the packages out. Moving through the network. Arrived at USPS at 6:40 in the morning. Yeah, she's not gonna be here till tomorrow.
Could definitely only be me, but I don't know. It bothers me the most when you order something and like it gets like delayed, and then they just put arriving on time still. It like pisses me off because it's like,
Yeah.
no, bitch, it didn't arrive on
He
time.
said
It's
no,
delayed.
bitch. Now that was class, baby. Now you had to build inside of the box where you finished your punchback, but that was pretty cool, huh? You remember my name. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Oh my god, dude. Wow, wow, wow. Johnny Greenwood, dude. One of the best fucking guitarists of all time. I don't care what anybody says. Look at go fucking nuts. Ugh. Ugh. Come on, CRWV. Being a good capitalist today, please. Mi familia. Can I look at Timus? If I must. I'm sorry. It's nasty. Why you got a potty mouth, dude? Come on, guys. Come on. Abbreviate your really bad words for me, please. But you're right. Hot damn. All right. Achr has built and gone. All right. Now that was cool, wasn't it, man? I wish. Actually, we did record this whole thing. No shit. That's right.
I'm
We're on
like,
YouTube.
I'm like, that is just amazing. If anybody wants to know what the Potter box is and is confused, you gotta watch that clip. You gotta just watch that, and you'll understand.
What was that wick on the cues? I don't fucking know, dude. That was insane. What the hell? I didn't even see that. I just looked to the left. What the fuck? News? If they fill that candle up, dude, it's gone. Did they? No way. That can't be real, dude. That can't be real. That's got to be fake. Is that on your charts too?
Yeah, it's on mine.
No shit. That they just ran all of that volume up, tapped that 630 target that I've been talking about for days. And they must have had the largest short on earth sitting there. Because that was fucking insane. What was there? No news? I'm actually thinking about subscribing to fucking not Bloomberg. What is that? Benzinga. I might subscribe so I can listen to the news again as it comes in. 1,100% on CRWV as we reach into the new highs. Try to stop me out. Now, boom. Look at that on fucking on Achr. Just to finish up the whole thing. I'm gonna, let's see, create highlight video. How do I do? Okay, hold on. Oh, that was way back. What time was that? How long ago was that? 10:16?
You should like clip it where you said something about the candle getting filled back up. That 1 hour green candle.
Uh-huh.
That's just my jaw's on the floor, man. I don't know.
I'm
It's
just, I mean,
crazy.
that I love being able to teach like that. You know what I mean? Because it's giving you confidence in the mechanical nature. And that's what I'm trying to really show people is like it's not me who has the answers. It's the chart. I can see them. And so if they're there, if I can see them, and that came from repetition, and that came from, you know, I mean, obviously I take requests and stuff, so that helps a lot. But you start to like see these things, and it builds confidence, man. It makes me like when I get the question, be like, how do you hold to these targets, man? It's like, whew, just like I just showed you. You know what I mean? Like there's moments where it gets scary. There's moments where I feel all sorts of different things, but I lean on the chart because it has the answers. And I feel so strongly in that I reject all other premises. You know what I mean? Like sometimes a little bit too adamantly, but all right, so I will
When
warn
it's
you real quick, guys. If we don't get this punch back, we have empty space underneath us. So our hope here, you better calm down there, buddy. Our hope here is that if it doesn't, right, that it comes back and it does it fast. If it does it fast, the probability of us bouncing and continuing with that punch back increases tenfold. Ooh, let me show the internet. By the way, this is another gift from young Chad. If you're on YouTube, you can see these are. I know you've already seen them before. Listen, if you think these shoes are not cool, you're banned. Just letting you know right now. So if you don't like them, I would just say that you do. Ivy, get ready to ban people. Alex, if you'll send them invites back to the chat after she bans them, so we can ban them again. Six shoes. That's right.
Wow, those shoes are amazing. So nice.
All right, can we just ban him for his tone?
Oh no.
Oh my god, look at you hear that? You know what just happened while you just laughed at me?
What
My
happened?
contracts just went up to 1,300% on CRWV. That's what you get. That's what I
13?
get.
Why not 1500?
All right, buddy. Okay, Archer. No shit.
Yeah, what
Look,
was that wick on the cues? What
I
the
don't
hell?
fucking know, dude. I have no idea.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. I haven't seen something like that in ages.